261 for 3, South Africa. They've just lost Alviro Peterson. And in walks South Africa's vice-captain, abdevilliers, 27 years old, very talented.
Ball left, David.
Started off shakily, or had a shaky period in his career.
He dropped down, and that's why the ball went airborne into the covers for the first 20 metres. Straight to the fielder, unfortunately for him, and he was on his way.
Yeah, have to credit the bowler. He's bowled well there. In the right area, and you want with your slower ball for the ball to be perhaps just outside the off stump, not too straight. And Peterson would have felt, having played so well, that he could play the drive. And in feeling that he can play the drive, by the time he realized that, hold on, this is not quite getting to me, it was too late. And he tried as hard as he could to adjust. But he's off the mark, and he gets going with a 4.
As de Villiers gets going, this one was a bit more width. Very strong through the offside as abdevilliers. Really using his feet movement there. His hands are good enough to guard it square of gully. And he gets off the mark with the boundary.
It's nice and straight. It's a punch. It's a beautiful shot. Short boundary straight. He can make that boundary. Nice control. That's been a feature of the performance from South Africa today. Their control. 283.
Carter went right through him.
It's a good shot by abdevilliers, and a chase for Villiers. Gets it before it crosses the rope. Yeah, the demands on the body, well, extreme. In a cricketing sense, obviously. Down the ground for 4. There was a full toss, and abdevilliers accepted it with glee. What a way to bring up the 50 partnership. South Africa 313 for 3. 52 runs between de Villiers and Cullis. Good partnership developing.
It's just the last delivery of the previous over. Very friendly full toss, so abdevilliers, he won't miss out on that.
Concerned, I think there's no doubt.
You won't get an argument from me there. I'd have to agree with you on that one. Never one for really comparing eras, because each era presents a different challenge, and if you can make it in the one era, chances are that you would have made it in another one as well. So that is how it works out. But
that before, good shot. Superb way to end the over too. Maybe de Villiers,
particularly on a flat surface.
4 to de Villiers, wide mid-on.
Too full and too straight here from Matthews. Easy pickings for de Villiers. He moves to 44. Looking very comfortable. Very strong through this area. He could pick his spot wherever he wanted to try and hit that. It was full enough, and he's cashed in.
And a run away for 4. De Villiers sometimes confuses me as to whether he's played that deliberately. He does play the ball very late and does sometimes angle the bat. I'll be interested to see whether this goes off more of a face or more of the edge. Half and half, I guess. Nicely done.
main thing was it went in the gap, and it wasn't in the air for long. So off a thick outside edge, no third man in position. So abdevilliers need just the one for a well-deserved half-century.
Number 28 for AB de Villiers in Test cricket. Played nicely, reasonably subdued, supportive of Jacques Kallis, along with a few beautiful strokes.
Played very well in the first Test match when he got 99 on a difficult surface. Played well in the second innings in Durban as well. And following on from that, continuing the good work. Very good record, averaging 48 now. 12 centuries to his name as well, so he's developed very well.
Movement. Need to try and use that. Find the edges like they have on that occasion. Villiers, we saw an edge from him in the other over, went for 4, another boundary, but an edge-induced shot. So that was what I would be discussing with my bowlers. That's the kind of lines, the lengths you've got to bowl. You've got to try and induce those edges, and hopefully make a breakthrough, and then maybe pick.
There's a couple here. Might even go for 4. This outfield is beautifully slick. What a good shot that was, goodness me.
That was quality. Very difficult shot to play. The back foot drive on the onside. You have to be extremely talented to be able to play a shot like this. AB de Villiers, well, he played it to perfection. Let's have a look at this one. Plays it very late and places it and times it superbly.
Just a picture-perfect day at the moment, particularly if you happen to be Jacques Kallis looking at the scoreboard. Whipped away on the leg side. That's a very clever shot. That's class from AB de Villiers.
The difficulty of this stroke. Matthews doesn't have a great deal of pace, so de Villiers can get across onto off stump. But to hit it from that wide of off stump through mid wicket that well, that takes some skill. That's a wonderful shot. Wow.
He was offered a scholarship to play tennis in the States as a young kid. Cross-court forehand.
Oh, that's nicely played. That is middle of the bat. Very cleverly played.
The shot is a good one. But at 457 for 4, I'm still finding it very peculiar that the Sri Lankan captain refuses to have a third man in place.
Another cleverly played shot by de Villiers. He's got a couple this time. And the game of cricket went on around a bird's nest. Put 2 bricks around it. Mum got a bit irritated while we were doing that.
He virtually lets it run off the face of the bat. So don't try.
He is a rare talent, AB de Villiers. His 13th Test 100, and it's been an absolute beauty.
There'll be a tired bunch up there. They've done a lot of clapping. Plenty of good shots. Just like we saw from all the other batsmen down the ground. Very strong indeed. AB de Villiers. That was initially in his innings. But that was the best of the lot. Back foot drive on the onside. When you start playing shots like that, it means you've seen it very well.
Going over the top this time, and he's hit that well. Stepping on the gas now, AB de Villiers.
Your friendly pace right in the slot. What South Africa must do right now is put the accelerator on just to make Sri Lanka feel uncomfortable. But they would be happy to be out there and let South Africa bat as long as possible and take time out of the game. So doing something different and showing intent is very important in pushing Sri Lanka back further.
Clever, very clever indeed. It's another boundary, back-to-back boundaries for AB. These are like heavy blows to the Sri Lankans right now, I'd imagine. Brings up the 1,000 as well. Oh, that's loose, and it's been put away comfortably. It's not going to need too many invitations for that sort of bowling, Russell.
Oh, but he created it by going across. Villiers seeing those stumps, try to hit them. That's what I mean. He's been playing his options very well right throughout this innings.
The commentary box with us is the third commentator. He's got that away over the top for 4.
That wasn't Rudolph. That was de Villiers playing the reverse sweep. Playing it on line as soon as he saw it outside the stumps. The field heavily set on the onside. He's looking for boundaries.
Who would have thought years ago you'd be seeing that sort of shot in test matches? Russell, you would have played against Paul, I guess, in your career?
Oh, yes, I have.
And?
Sweep everything. You don't know what's coming. Yeah, and or either hit it back at him because he used to look down all the time. I don't know how good he was taking return catches. Have you ever caught any?
That's when I fully the low dipping full bunger always gets back into my hands.
Sri Lankans.
He's had a dip at that one. He's hit it far enough too. It's gone for 6 runs. You cannot fault the intent from these two guys at the moment. They're doing a terrific job for their team.
There's a fielder in the deep. That's the confidence AB de Villiers has.
Oh, I think it might have been caught, actually. It's gone again this time. Has he hit it far enough again? It's a couple of big ones in a row.
Unbelievable stuff from AB de Villiers. He's doing it with ease. And he's just happy to hit the top of the fielders' heads. He's not looking for gaps.
Full toss this time. He's going to try and scramble back for the second if he wants to. No, decides he's just going to have to take a bit of a breather down the non-striker's end. First 6 of this over. Excited 1 or 2 in the crowd. Bit of a bobble. Oh, has he got someone to grab that in the end? I think it's about 5 grabs. Yes, good take. Well taken. What a fine catch.
In the air and in the gap for 4. A slap from AB de Villiers. Good way to end the over. 560 for 4. Gives himself room and opens up the offside. Times it well enough to get 4 more. AB de Villiers passing like a dream. 5, 6, 7 for 4. And now to 150 for AB de Villiers. 202 balls. He's sped up since reaching 100. He's a special player, AB de Villiers, and great to watch. Certainly has been in this particular innings.
17 4s and 2 6s. Really has sped things up since he got over his century. There's his test average, heading closer towards 50. It'll be a an aim of his to try. That might be just excessive. It won't take too long. The way de Villiers is going, he's just crashed this. He's moved outside off stump. The bowler's tried to follow and adjust his line. De Villiers more than equal to the task. Slaps it in front of square on the offside for another boundary.
The timing on this shot, brilliant. Right off the middle of the bat. And then it's the placement next. There's a man sweeping on the offside, can't get there. Has to run probably about 15 meters. Still doesn't get there.
Pereira went for the leg. Cut a slow ball.
Full toss. And yep, that batting, the way both are batting, strongly suggests to us that it's about that time where the skipper's going to come outside and say, righto, come on and change.
The batting's heading towards bludgeoning at this stage. De Villiers moving around the crease, trying to free up different angles for him to find boundaries.
In the air, over cover, off the back foot for 4. Fantastic stuff from AB de Villiers. Is calling them in. Graham Smith says that's enough. You could go on watching it for a long time with de Villiers playing like this, but South Africa have enough on the board. So their skipper thinks. Applause from the Newlands faithful for a batting performance that has been absolutely brilliant from South Africa.
In hard work for the Sri Lankans, there's no doubt about that, but the locals here in Cape Town have enjoyed every minute of today. The local hero Jacques Kallis headed on towards 200, and now AB de Villiers has entertained them with a wonderful 160. Jacques Rudolph not out in 51, and a lot to ponder for the Sri Lankan coaching staff. A lot to do. They're behind the 8 ball, and so they've